The Rockford IceHogs return home to BMO Harris Bank Center tonight for Hockey Fights Cancer Night, as well as an Illinois Lottery Cup showdown against the Chicago Wolves. Joseph Zakshesky with you alongside forward Dylan Sikura. And Dylan, coming home from a tough 6-game road trip, the longest for the IceHogs this season. You went 2-3-1, but ultimately it was that back half of the road trip that saw a little bit of a struggling offense for Rockford. So what's the mindset going into a brief practice today here on Thanksgiving and then ultimately a 3-game and 3-day weekend?
Yeah, I think just kind of learn and forget. I think, in Texas we were in a good game there till the third period, and then obviously it's tough to lose those two in San Antonio, but I think we did some good things and there's some things we can learn on, but at the end of the day we need to be better, and it's always nice to come home and play in front of our fans here, so I think it should be an exciting 3-3.
Interim head coach Darren King looking for a little bit more consistency from his group. That last game to wrap up the road trip, first 5 minutes of the game were fantastic. 2 goals, 2-0 lead against a San Antonio team that felt like it was a little bit back on their heels, but how do you look for a more consistent effort and style like that, which was such a great start?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's tough when you start out good like that. I think, you get away from your game a little bit, and I think that's what we did. We were getting a little too fancy and we weren't taking care of the puck there. So I think, maybe next time if we do get that lead, I think it's important to, sustain the pressure and, keep building on that.
You're the leading point producer for the Rockford IceHogs going into tonight's matchup against Chicago, but the overall offense for the IceHogs has been dipping down. Goals for is towards the bottom of the American Hockey League, as well as shots. Well, coincidentally, you're one of the league leaders in shots. How do you and your line mates look to produce more offense and get this offense and goal scoring back on track?
Yeah, I think, it's a tough league to score in, and I think every night you match up against good players, and, it's tough to create offense, but I think, as we get some players back here, and I think as we build a little bit of chemistry with our line mates, and you're more familiar with each other, I think we'll have more chances. And I think it's important for us to play down low, and that's our game. We're a quick team, and we jump on the offense. And I think hopefully this weekend we can show that we get back in the scoring column here.
Do you feel like there's any added pressure for you since you are the leading point producer, or maybe an Anthony Lewis, the guys that score regularly to find that offensive key again?
Yeah, I think guys like us, I think, can be looked upon to score, and I think. If you want to have that label, then you got to produce, and I think that's that's something that we look forward to every game. Getting our chances, getting our looks, and hopefully bearing. And so hopefully we can kind of carry this, and start a little streak here.
Now tonight, certainly a special one against the Chicago Wolves. Hockey Fights Cancer Night, as well as another Illinois Lottery Cup showdown, but it's the beginning of a 3-game and 3-day weekend. What's been a crazy month of November, but you talk about if you want to produce and get on a streak here, what better weekend than right now?
Yeah, exactly. I think, first year pro hockey, it's tough, but I think consistency is the biggest thing, and, the same thing going for our team right now. We have a lot of young guys, and, the 3-3s and the road trips can get tough, but I think, just sticking with it and, trusting our group and, trusting our coaching staff and, like I said, hopefully getting hot here and get a little run going on at Christmas.
Well, Dylan, I appreciate your time. Happy Thanksgiving to you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
For Dylan Sikura joining us here on the Rockford IceHogs Broadcasting Network. IceHogs and Wolves getting together once again for another Illinois Lottery Cup showdown, and it's a special night here at the BMO Harris Bank Center for Hockey Fights Cancer Night. We'll be back with more puck drop right around the corner. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs hockey on the IceHogs Broadcast Network.